to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4 now.
Watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
Keep your hands inside in the chest.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their...
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This cushion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Second down at 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and the lead is now 2. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mahomes firing complete, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive again as they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of...
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Hardman on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
And he's had the hot hand. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's able. Nifty move. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right.
Oh, I got it.
He will make the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Barber. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. They corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. It is fielded right at the goal line. And an at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
That is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, Barber. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Barber. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Peyton Barber punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mahomes now to throw. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here comes Richard on the return. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Vegas.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On the ground, this is Smith. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Here's Carr to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have...
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. But the tide definitely seems to be turning in this 3rd quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds opens up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here comes Richard on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Carr. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 62 yards. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to the field goal. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, their general manager, and says, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to offer him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way.
Inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Oh my gosh,
and he gets
dude.
it inside the 10 to the 9.
sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just
touchdown.
Are you serious?
It's caught at the 1.
Noah Gray
From 8 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there.
Hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes Richard on the return. And able to take it past the 20-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And you figure it's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
On the return is Renfro.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Butker's kick here is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown
Play-action throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Here's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Throwing his Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. Here's Jacobs. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And it's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working.
But I'm playing different teams.
Shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Dog has caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is redesigned. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Probably when I'm done with this. Okay.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't worry, rap. 1, 2, 3.
Don't look how
I'm ready for more.
It's
Tell
copyright.
them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for
You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to
Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
and oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. See what you did on the last drive? When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Keep them down, boy.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw.
Yeah,
and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah, get
and
right.
a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one's pretty obvious for everyone to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it is incomplete.
What did he just do?
Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I don't care
So
that
much for
good
getting
looking, bro.
separation. No chance
I'm just
there.
confused.
Locked down
How he
tight,
jumped that
forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Don't need passes. A run. That's gonna force me to get a run.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
Nice. First and 20 on the 48.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake. Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And it'll be incomplete.
I mean, at least it's
Good
first
job
down.
staying with it defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense for forcing that incompletion?
Nobody.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first
Oh
quarter.
my God.
These two teams all tied after one.
I literally. Oh, that's gonna be hard. That's almost 30 yards.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking to throw. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Big man. I feel so bad. No, bro, I'm glad that they didn't get it.
They were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Back to throw. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. Now a hit and a loose football.
Wait, he lost the ball. Wait.
He'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Is that ball?
Wait. He did it for real. Huh? It happened so quick, I just didn't notice. Okay, so let's get it. And he was holding all around it. My dude. Okay. So this is what he does. He pulls it. The guy drops it. Oh my, bruh.
Got away from him, and he saw the opposing team
so
recovering.
quick,
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Get it? No, I don't. Wow.
So that challenge, a successful one. The Browns drive about to get started. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Really?
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
Got it.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Chasing Pierre-Paul. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to under pressure. They got him again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had
NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
He didn't go down,
as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Okay.
Brady now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play. That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go with Chubb on second down. There's a nice move. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He probably wants to improve how he's been playing. There's no doubt about that. But you don't want to overthink it too much and reinvent the wheel when your team's up, right?
That's so true. Because now if you're just worried about how you're playing, even though the team's winning, that's the selfish side of you that you don't run out there. And that's not what the best quarterbacks exhibit. So here's an opportunity to go ahead and guide the team, try and get better as the game goes along. But remember, your team's winning. Things are pretty good.
Yeah, they've got the advantage. We'll see how he does personally here this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Brady now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
He actually caught it.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. We've hit the rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, yes.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yes.
Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And some room to run now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Mayfield. And his hands on it. Couldn't get it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
5.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Fournette again, fighting for the end zone.
No.
He lost the football. And who's got it? The defense does.
Oh, my God.
In the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here.
Oh,
None of them
my
are going
gosh.
to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up,
No
Take
way.
that thing like it's your first.
I mean, I'm not.
your firstborn, your secondborn,
I'm okay with
anyone,
that.
it doesn't matter.
But
Take care of the
geez, I thought
football.
that they
You're in a
were-
position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
He fumbled it.
He'll get only a couple up to the 22. And this will get out of bounds
He
right at the
fumbled.
line of
And
scrimmage.
then
So
you kick it out.
fortunately, they're able to hold on to the
The
possession.
same thing that they did to me.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that
Oh, I thought he
speed,
fumbled
it
it,
helps
bro.
out his
I was like-
blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Out of yard?
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Worked that down for a win.
with the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out.
No!
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb,
just coming back.
50 yards.
Even though, oh
and
my,
the
I
Browns are
can't
able to
believe
cut
that.
into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I cannot believe I fumbled.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
I would have had another lead. Like, I would have had a big lead.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure, if he's got the ball in his hands,
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got an open man. It's Schwartz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Going to the air again with Mayfield.
He got it.
Pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back now comes Tampa Bay. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fournette. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Fournette. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to take over again on offense, out comes Cleveland. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. We'll likely put an end to this thing.
Throw
take
it,
it,
throw
and
it.
will take it with him. Flush to his right. And it's caught.
No.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
They just itch into the pencil.
And those last for...
Well,
Explosion.
I guess I'll see y'all later, bro. I'm done streaming. I've been streaming for a while now.